Hello, my friends. I just finished reading this special Iron Fist anniversary issue, and I'm here to talk about it with you. It's pretty cool. I just got the standard cover, as I usually do. I didn't see anything extra. Nothing cool on the back, sadly. Just an advertisement for the new Deadpool Wolverine movie. I still need to check that out. I'd like to. But we got a really cool cover here showing all the different looks Iron Fist has had over time. Very cool. You pick your favorite. Not my favorite era of Iron Fist, but I really love the white and gold suit. I always thought that was really sick. But not my favorite comics when it got that. We got a number of stories in here because this is one of those catch up with the character anthology books, and I love those, especially for stuff that I'm a little bit lapsed on or maybe a little tapped out of. Like I haven't been loving modern Spider-Man, but I'll pick up the anniversary issues, and you'll usually find some cool stuff in there. But we got a number of stories in here. Some are just a couple pages, some are longer. My favorite was the first one in here, which is by Chris Claremont, so no surprise why I liked it. I also enjoyed the short little advertisement in here by Frank Terry. The art on this first one here, Lan Medina. Second one, Iron Fisticuffs Von Randall. Elena Casagrande for Emergency Call. That little advertisement, Heroes for Hire, Ty Templeton. Yeah, of course, that's why I liked it. It was cartoony. I didn't recognize it was Ty Templeton. Willis Portacio does the last story. Okay, I remember really liking the art in that one a lot. This is the first story here. It's fairly short, but I enjoyed it so much. This one was really awesome. And I love how a lot of these stories actually tells us where it takes place. So this takes place right after Iron Fist 15. And it's about Iron Fist training with Wolverine because of his last fight with the Sabretooth. And this is just a really cool fight. I love the artwork in this short right here. Wolverine looks awesome. Iron Fist looks awesome. The Daughters of the Dragon look pretty cool, although they're just sort of sitting there. But this fight just is very well choreographed. I loved how it looks, and I love this effect they use for the him using his senses while his eyes are blindfolded. Very cool. And I very much appreciate too. I just gotta say, I've always dug this costume for Wolverine, and I love that. Like we seeing right here, the huge height difference. So much, so often I see Wolverine just slowly inching up taller and taller in illustrations. I love seeing him short like that. Here we get the second story, and this had fantastic artwork in it, but my goodness, I did not like it too much. This is written by Lissa Wong, and it features two new Iron Fist characters that I've never met. I don't know. I guess the story is Iron Fist has passed on his powers to some new characters, and I didn't read that story where that happened, but I don't understand how it can be passed by two characters. They sort of mention it in here, but it doesn't really make sense. But I guess this little girl was granted the power by the dragon, but her power transferred to this other fella, and she's just very unlikable. I remember picking up the new Deadpool series that was, I believe it was written by this same writer, and I dropped it after the second issue because I love Deadpool, but just like when Daniel Way took over the book, I was like, I don't like the character enough to keep on with a comic I don't like. And I just don't like how she writes, I think, because the character has the same snarky, just everyone sounds like they're annoying 19-year-old girls. So I don't know what to say. Like, it's not for me. Even this old lady is snarking, just like, kick his ass. This is like, no, not for me. So that's unfortunate. But the artwork, it looks really good. But did not endear me to these new Iron Fist characters at all. And also, Shocker felt, I don't want to say out of character, but yeah, a little bit out of character. Like, just didn't feel like Shocker to me. And I like Shocker. This one right here is kind of silly. I don't know. I'm usually a big fan, or at least I appreciate the cartoony and manga style artwork. I don't hate it. I like it in a lot of instances. I don't feel like I'm loving it here, though. Not to be a jerk or nothing. This Casagrande, like I'm sure she'd do great artwork for a more webtoony type of comic, which is what this feels like, because it's all about just them hanging out at this youth center here. And it's very jokey, and I don't know, not what I was looking for. It's not necessarily bad, it just is not scratching the itch of what I was wanting or expecting with an Iron Fist anthology issue. I'm usually pretty easy to please as long as you put like one cool pinup or a good fight scene in a story. I'm fairly forgiving, but this did not have that, and the humor in it was not great in my opinion. However, this one-page advertisement for Heroes for Hire absolutely had me laughing, and I was loving the artwork. And this is written by Frank Terry and art by Ty Templeton. I didn't even catch that it was Templeton when I first read through this here. I just enjoyed it. Yeah, I didn't really pay attention to the credits until after I finished the book and went through it over again, because I'm just trying to focus on enjoying the story. But yeah, I laughed a lot at this. It's just good, silly, fun dialogue. It was a bit jokey and more, I guess you could say, a little out of character in just how humorous it was. But that's because it's just you're doing it in one page. It did a good job of distilling what it was trying to do, and I enjoyed it. This one right here is probably the best looking comic in the whole issue. I very much enjoyed this, so yeah, I'm not surprised it was Will Sportaccio after looking at the credits. And I love how this references so much previous stuff that's gone on, as it's just them hanging out drinking, which is real nice. And it's good to see some of the supporting cast too. So seeing Jiren there is real nice, along with Luke as well. So I like that. And it's just them hanging out and drinking while reminiscing about past fights and previous issues over the course of Iron Fist's career, as he reminisces and just thinks about and dreams. And you know how it is. You get with old buddies, you're kicking back some brews or something, having a little bit of a smoke sesh, whatever you do, wine coolers, however you relax. But you're just with your boys, and you're talking about the old days. You're talking about good times. And so that's real fun here. But then it cuts to Iron Fist as he's in this weird fight where he's not sure what's going on, and he seems to be fighting Razor Fist here, who gets a real big case of the nasties. And get some arm chopping action going here, which is pretty cool. It was a good fight scene. But last page here, we have him apparently dying. So I'm not loving that. That's not my favorite. What's going on with that? You killing off my boy in an anniversary issue, talking about him like, I guess I've missed some miniseries or things because I don't know about some of the more recent stuff going on. But like, come on, that's how you do it. And Like, I figured there was a bit more and this was going to pick up into something else. But then in the back, they have this big long thing here about how they're killing off Iron Fist. But don't worry, we got some new Iron Fist. So I guess those new characters are the new characters, and Danny Rand's dead. So that's kind of lame because I really, really like Danny Rand, and I don't care about those other characters at all. But then there's this QR code on the very, very last page, and I'm like, okay, what the hell's this? I scan it, and it takes me to a page where it's just a single page, and it's of Danny Rand like busting out of the grave, or like a glowing Iron Fist bursting out of his grave. Why was that just not the last page? If you're gonna have a stinger, just like throw it in there. Like, what the hell is that? Now I have an incomplete comic. That's not cool, because like, I like to just pick up my comic and read it. I was just picking up a comic I had from like 1998 the other day, and just took it out of one of my short boxes and read it. It's like, I can't really do that when it's missing a page. That's super lame. But I had fun with the story overall, except for killing off the guy and not liking two of the stories in the book. And I didn't dislike this story. It's good. Justina Ireland did a good job writing it. It is just very jokey, very fun, webtoony, and not what I was looking for. This one was a bit more my speed. I liked that a lot. It was a lot of fun. It just felt more in it. This one, beautiful artwork, but I did not like the writing. I don't like the new characters, at least how they're written here. They might have been enjoyable in the previous series we saw them in. Or is this how we're introduced to them and they're just telling us that they're the new Iron Fist? Because I don't know. But it would have been really cool to see some of the legacy Iron Fists that were introduced into that 2000s Iron Fist series, where they went into the whole huge past of the various Iron Fists. They could have done some neat stuff working in some stories from past history in here. So I think that's a missed opportunity for a anniversary issue. But those are my thoughts. I thought it was pretty fun. It was a little expensive. I think this book would have been better served if it was, well, I think every book should be like $2.99. But at $5, I think it was a little overpriced. If it was $3.99, I think I would have liked it a lot more than the $4.99, and the digital page really turned me off. So I'm going to say this is an overall pass just for those issues, but I enjoyed the stories that I did like in it, and if you thought they looked cool from me flipping through it, I'd say pick it up anyhow, just so you can enjoy them yourselves. Thank you for checking this book out with me, and I'll be coming at you with another one shortly.